Pisces, to the month of May, the month of the Empress, the month of the Mother, and the month we celebrate Mother's Day.
The month of flowers. That's why, oh, I forgot. I have one too.
Yes!
I don't like it because it itches, but I think it's beautiful.
Made by Trudy and the Intern. So, I just wanted you to notice how easy it is for any of us to transform ourselves into the Empress. You just get a few flowers and a little bit of floral wreath from Michael's craft store.
Yes.
And there you go. You're the Empress. So
of course, it's unlikely you'll find anywhere to wear your little.
We're wearing ours out because we're gonna go out for dinner in about 15 minutes.
Yes, we are.
And we're wearing these. So, and I think it's time to reclaim the goddess culture, okay, yes. Pisces, and you're the perfect one to do it because do you know why? You don't care what other people think.
You are so wise.
Yes.
Yes.
I think you should go out and just be the goddesses that you are. So that said, I want to show you Nicole Richie wearing a afro made of beautiful red roses, okay? So she has reclaimed her inner goddess.
Yes, she has.
Gwyneth wearing a turban made of beautiful pink roses. I love this.
I love it too.
And then last but not least, our very, very favorite middle-aged woman who doesn't age and is a freak according to her ex-husband.
Really?
Demi Moore. Ashton Kutcher left her for someone who is not half the woman, I must say.
Oh, don't say that. She might be very nice.
I'm sure she's super nice, but does she look like this? Anywho.
No, she doesn't look like that.
Go Demi. All right,
yes,
so there we go. So anyway, Ava and I, when we started this entire Empress theme,
yes,
we looked and looked and looked on YouTube because we wanted to find information about Mayday, Maypole, Mother-Child Mystery Religions, the cult of Astarte, Ostera, well, of course, Isis. There is information out there about Isis, but really all we could really
wasteland
find
out there, though. A wasteland.
Thank you for
It's a wasteland.
All we could find were a bunch of fundamentalist.
It's the Canadian tundra.
Preachers.
Yes.
Calling us the whores of Babylon.
The whores of Babylon, are we?
Yes.
Yes.
So we said the bitch is back.
Let's
the
own
whores
that.
are back. Let's go. And guess what? They can say the whore of Babylon. We can say the bitch is back.
We can and will
and did.
Yes,
so there you go. Okay.
So enough protesting, enough militancy.
We'll pick that up next month.
Well, yeah, we'll pick that up next month.
Okay. So we are going to do a 4-card spread, and that card spread.
That's the kitty coming in.
Yes.
We have a kitty here.
Consists of, first card represents the overall environment of the month. Second card represents
the challenge.
Third card represents the unexpected. Forewarned is forearmed for you, Pisces, this month. And then the fourth card represents
the outcome.
So let's get to the recap, because that's what we do every month. We like to give you a brief overview.
Mm-hmm. So just briefly, we had the 7 of Pentacles in the first position of the overall environment, and it was upright, which is very good. So you are at a very good place in your project, in your career, in your material position in society, let's just say. And at this point, you're wondering, or at least taking some time out to think about how you got to where you are, and maybe even gloating a little bit, congratulating yourself a little bit as to your diligence, hard work, and determination, which has placed you in a position of relative security. The card simply is about hard work and the rewards of that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And we had said the second card, which was the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands. Excellent card. You're almost to the finish line. However, you have been through it. And you're a bit suspicious, perhaps, that there may be some situation that you need to defend your crop, let's say, from, or that which you have grown. And I think what we did was we used actually the weeds. We had said, you know, there was like some little visual about don't let weeds grow in your garden, but it's just kind of like your challenge is to just stay on top of things and make sure that, you know, you maybe weed the garden, you know. I mean, you might have to go in and cut expenses to keep other things happening and growing in a positive direction. And then in the third position, we had the Page of Swords in the position of the unexpected. And this may have pointed to news.
It could be sudden, especially in the unexpected position.
Of a new idea.
Some news you receive about
communication.
Some communication. It could be a new concept or just a concept of some sort. You're communicated to, and it's important, or it wouldn't be identified like that.
Right.
But it's upright, so the communication leaves a positive outcome.
And I think we had also said that it was the baby Gemini card, so perhaps you were like letting some things eke out the right side of your mouth.
Yes.
Which happens every once in a while with her.
Yes.
Things that are not quite so PC.
I have no Gemini in me.
Down at the coffee shop, she offends those around her.
Yes. Well, it's often difficult to restrain yourself from
speaking the truth.
Yes. And sometimes the situation calls for it, but you have to bear the burden or the effect of that truth telling.
And usually the recipient is a man.
Now.
Of her truth.
Yeah.
Often.
No, that's not true.
Sometimes women, but mostly men.
Not true.
We speak our truth to men.
We do.
Yes.
We do.
Our goddess truth.
Women are much more receptive to the truth than men tend to be.
Yes.
Especially when it's delivered from a woman.
Exactly. Okay, and then in the fourth position.
How did we get...
There's a rant.
We're ranting.
The fourth position
You started.
was the Hanged Man. And that's a great card in the upright, because that just tells us that you are seeing the situation last month from a completely new angle. You see a new possibility, perhaps, and your problem-solving skills at the end of the month are pretty darn good, because you're able to think outside the bun, as Taco Bell would say. So it was a good month overall. It was pretty good.
So these are the cards that we're going to shuffle for the next month.
Yes, and we are going to, after we shuffle the cards,
we're going to do a 4-card spread.
Yes, that spread consists of the same thing every month. And why we do that
is
to drill down into the reality of what's going on for 12 different signs, and so we'll be covering a lot of territory here. So this is for every sign in the universe, in the multiverse, and in the subterranean structures under the earth.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Pisces, this is for us.
Yes.
I'm a Pisces. White light.
Okay, I gotta put my coffee cup down. Here we go.
All right.
Okay, Aaron, let's have some white light.
White light, Aaron.
He's jumping in. Quick light.
Part of Aaron's job. Whoa.
Okay, and let's see what's going to happen.
Thank you, Aaron.
Oh dear, Ava. Would you like to
Should
turn?
I brace myself?
I'll turn them.
Thank you.
Okay, since she's Pisces. All right, and in the first position, which is the position of the overall environment for you, for the month of May, we have the King of Wands.
Awesome.
Finally, we're having people cards show up.
We have no one in our life.
Well, we haven't had any people showing up for any
not
of these
significant.
readings.
Yes.
This is the first people card of all
It's a people
readings.
card.
And you're the sixth reading.
We do like to be alone. That's true.
Okay, so it's the King of Wands. And so let's talk a little bit about the King of Wands. And Ava and I sometimes like to, you know, we'll bring an example forward to you. Who would imbue the King of Wands, the tendencies, characteristics? Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
He's an entrepreneur.
He's an entrepreneur.
Right?
But I prefer Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
I prefer him.
Okay.
Why? Because he's a bit of a more free thinker, more spontaneous, more driven by creative ideas than Bill is. Bill's a great excavator of ideas that are already been born.
Okay. So you'd go with Steve Jobs.
Yes, I would.
Okay, because of the fiery temperament.
Fiery temperament, the insistence on his ideas,
right,
and the tremendous amount of force and energy behind those ideas that he's able to unleash.
And so those qualities are what we're talking about here. That's the overall environment for you this month.
A bit of impulsiveness.
Pisces.
Right.
Yes.
But driven by sheer passion.
Right, right. He's the guy who would start something huge from his garage.
Yes. And be totally confident about its merits when it's not making any money.
Exactly. So who started things in a garage? Just about everybody.
Just about everybody who's a billionaire right now.
Right. Yes.
Well, not just about, but it is you see, because schools or academia teach the skills of business, but they often don't give you that insight into the future, of what is possible in the future.
Right.
And that takes a certain amount of non-academic thinking.
Right. It's like the Mark Zuckerberg, when he was attending Harvard, and if you saw the film, there's a scene where basically the dean tells him, we don't teach people how to get jobs. We help them. We teach them to create jobs. So these are the job creators.
Right. These are the job creators.
Yes.
And the inspirers, because they don't lead with autocratic force. They lead with inspiration.
Charisma. Okay. Who is that dude?
It's you.
We'll find out.
It's you.
Go.
All
right.
It's not male.
Doesn't have to be.
It's represented by a male figure, but it's a personality.
Yeah. It's an energy.
It's an energy.
Okay. So we're moving into the next. Oh, look.
See?
The next card, Pisces, for you. And I'm a Pisces moon child. And she's a Pisces sun child.
I'm a sun child.
So this is the Three of Pentacles in the position of challenge.
Oh, yes.
And who received this card? Aquarius, wasn't it? I believe.
I don't remember.
Because we had said this card hardly ever comes up.
Yes.
I don't think we've ever had it come up twice.
Well, it's rare.
Yeah.
It's rare.
So this is a really good card in that you are challenged to collaborate and build a situation that will create sort of like the Ten of Pentacles, but the Three would be more of a collab to create something that's spiritual. That's how I always see this card, as not only of the physical plane, but also of the spiritual plane. I know you read it a little bit differently.
Oh no, I totally agree with that.
But it's this sort of beautiful coming together of
that's right.
Three people, maybe.
But it's the acknowledgement of your skill too in the building. I love the metaphor of the mason.
Yeah.
The mason building a church.
The Freemason.
The Freemason. Freemasons are not an evil organization.
They're the Illuminati.
They were originally.
Just kidding.
Well, I mean that's what is out there.
Yeah, the Illuminati. Doom, doom, doom. Right.
The Illuminati is a term for the illuminated ones. That could really be anybody, but the idea of the Masons originally the Masons were the builders of society.
so they created a union in which they were like a brotherhood. They helped one another. And they were well educated. So they were privy to the literature of the times, which made them dangerous in some ways because they were smart. So they kept things secret or private to themselves, but what it was is a brotherhood of skilled laborers who had played a very crucial role in society. And this is a beautiful metaphor because what you're doing is you're building something that is of significance. It's already begun. You have the skills in place. And you are now being honored for those skills, and you're trying to bring others together so that you can create the structure that everyone would be happy with, that pleases all the members of this group.
So it's building either a secret society,
which wouldn't be bad,
or a spiritual center,
but something
or
that
working
means
within that
something
situation
to you.
Yeah, or you could be challenged because you are working within a spiritual center.
Well,
and that can be challenging sometimes. Literally,
sometimes literally.
Could be literal.
It could be.
Like if you're involved in a church, and you're working within that organization and collaborating with other individuals.
It doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual, but all organizations have a spiritual quality to them because of the sharing of a single goal.
Right.
And
well, this always makes me think too, and then we're moving on to the next card of like, you know how churches do fundraisers because they have a building project or something?
Yes.
That's what this reminds me of. Like if you're attending a church and they have some big building project going on, that could be a challenge.
So that's very interesting. So you will have the needed passion and fire and drive.
Right, because we had this King of Wands.
To do that.
Right.
To construct that.
Yeah, to collaborate.
To collaborate.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Love offerings.
You've been doing splendidly, Trudy.
Oh, and there we have it again. The Hanged Man. And this time, he's jumped up a space. I like that. I love it when that happens. We had him in the final position, of course, this month, which we're now in the month of April, but now he's moved to the position of the unexpected. The Hanged Man, once again, a superb card.
Absolutely.
So you are nimble and quick, and I have to tell you, funnily enough, and I wish I had taken a picture of this, Ava and I were doing handstands on the beach yesterday. Headstands. She much better. She did it much better.
For many eons.
She's a terrific headstander.
I'm good at that.
Yes.
I have few talents.
She watches television while headstanding.
YouTube, please.
Yeah, not television.
Not television.
Well, we have televersion. Okay.
Televersion, yes. So what it really means is that, again, some new way of looking at something, a kind of almost a transcendent revelation of some sort.
Right.
Allows you to see a situation and clarity of thought, clarity of insight.
Wow.
Suddenly you get it. Suddenly you get something.
Yeah, that totally makes sense too.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, yesterday while we were doing yoga, and I had my head between my legs. What was that pose again that we did?
That's the headstand.
Not the headstand, but where you're like...
There are many where we have our head between
where your legs are spread and your head's down on the ground and you're stretching to try to touch your torso to the thigh.
That's the standing forward bend.
Standing forward bend, okay.
That's all it is.
And when you're looking through your legs and you see the world around you, that's this card.
That's that card. So, yes.
Because everybody's upside down?
Yeah. In other words, it's just, sometimes you're so embroiled in a situation and you are almost blinded by its complexity. And when you just step out, this is why this is a stepping out of the box card. When you step out and you see it suddenly as if you were a stranger, then the components of it seem to be something like a machine that you can see from the outside. You
Right.
can see how it works.
Right.
And then you can suddenly see the solution in there as to where that element is needed or isn't needed to make it work.
Right. Right.
And so that's wonderful. And it so plays out.
Yeah, it's a highly
Okay,
charged spiritual
now the
month.
last one.
This is exactly what Ava wanted.
Oh my God.
Finally, we got it! The Empress! Yay!
Hallelujah. The gods are with us. Thank you, God.
It's the month of the Empress, as we had mentioned and you saw in our intro. And Ava, you are definitely the great mother. She mothers everyone.
I am mother to all beings,
She is.
mostly kitty cats.
Yes. So the Empress represents, as we had said earlier, or maybe in another video in the intro, I can't remember, but this is the card that is pregnant with possibility. And so that could be literal. You might actually
Not in my case.
become pregnant this month. Or it could be a metaphor for just taking this Three of Pentacles forward and actually birthing this thing,
This thing. At the end
this
of
situation.
the end of May, something is born.
Yes.
You bring life to something.
Have you ever had one of those dreams? I told Ava I was having all
Oh.
these dreams
Uh-oh.
about a baby. Like I had a baby
Oh,
and it
yes.
looked like me, and I would look down and go, oh my, that's me, only I'm a baby and I'm carrying the baby. Well, that dream is literally this card.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
And
yes.
a lot of people have that dream
Right.
where they have a baby and they're like, where did
Baby
this
being
baby
your creation. Whatever it is that you've created, now you're cuddling, you're embracing that. And when she's leaning on a pregnancy pillow, the Empress is.
So are we.
So are we.
There's our pregnancy pillows.
Yes. And on her garment are, again, the symbols of the pomegranate.
Yes.
The pomegranate is the fruit that has the most seeds of all fruit,
Yes.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the perfect symbol for that pregnancy with the seeds of your ideas, the seeds of your creative impulses. And around her, wheat, yellow wheat, is growing.
That's her
So-
bank. You know, wheat was bank
Wheat was bank.
back in Egypt.
That's
the
right.
granary was the bank.
So she has enough
Bank.
to sustain her and to bank the project.
Yes.
All right. She has a beautiful heart, which is a very obvious
Yes.
symbol, but within it is the symbol for female, the woman.
Right.
So she accomplishes all this through the female energy.
Mm-hmm. And she's wearing a tiara, not unlike mine.
The 12 stars of the zodiac.
Right.
So the 12 signs of the zodiac are her crown. So she embodies all the characteristics of every single sign. She's sort of the composite of everyone. When
She's the possibility, the fertile possibility.
of
Fertile
all
possibility. That's right.
personality types,
Right.
too. So it means that within her, she has the talents, the resources of all the various signs, which we all do, really.
Right.
But we are more emphasized in one sign direction, the zodiac sign direction, than another.
Right.
Some of them play out more in our life.
Right.
But we're all of them, because that's what the human being is. You and I are really one person. We're the same person, but we have these superficial differences. So this is an extremely spiritual card.
So wrapping it up, Ava.
Oh!
Whoa. Okay. So this is a really good reading if you are actually starting a new project.
For an entrepreneur, this is
If
awesome.
you're an entrepreneur, if you're a building, if you're in construction.
Or if you are wanting a promotion within your organization,
Right.
you are recognized for your potentials.
Yes. And if you have a spouse, a lover,
Mm-hmm.
this is a good month to you
Get
know,
pregnant.
if you're thinking about it, if you want to start a family. I mean, it looks
Yes.
as if this is a time to unexpectedly
Unexpectedly.
make a little sacrifice.
Yes, because children are tremendous sacrifices.
Yes, they are.
And so you have to be willing totally to sacrifice yourself for
And
that.
even maybe add on to your home, collaborate.
Maybe add on to your home, literally.
Could
expand
be.
out your home if that is your intent to become pregnant.
Yes, if that is. But it
yes.
can also point to, you know, a relationship not where, you know, pregnancy is involved, but this is the card of the goddess and being, you know, the Empress. This is the card where someone, you know, holds you in high esteem,
Yes.
places you on a pedestal, sees you as Marilyn Monroe, beautiful,
Yes.
sexual, sensual.
It's sensuality
Yep.
personified.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yep.
She is Mother Earth. She's completely at home in her universe.
And let's go back to this. Who is the most passionate king in the deck?
The King of Wands.
Right on. And he's in the upright.
Romance
So
is in the air.
it could be romance, and he's a good king.
Or it could be career ascension.
Yes. But this king is Libra. Oh no, I'm
No,
sorry,
no, no.
Sag,
Sag.
Leo,
Leo. Uh-oh.
or Aries.
That's a hard combination.
Because it's a fire king.
for,
It's a fire
Pisces.
sign.
Yes, those are hard combinations for Pisces.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Sag, Aries.
Water extinguishes
Leo.
fire.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I have a Sag rising. So,
I know,
yeah,
but
that's the fiery. I want to go out and
conquer the world.
travel.
Travel, basically.
I have
yes.
wanderlust.
You do.
Yes,
You do.
So this could also be a little bit of that too.
Yes, but they're philosophers as well.
Yeah, that's true.
They are. I mean, Sagittarius is the philosopher. He's sort of pointing his arrow towards the truth.
Yes.
He always wants to
Yeah,
divine the truth.
and that there's a little bit of that in all of our fire signs.
There really is.
So whatever you can take away from this reading, there's so many.
But all positive.
And we have two majors in the upright at the very end, super positive
Oh,
cards.
absolutely, absolutely. So the end of May promises to be spectacular.
And we're happy to see this reading because we're trying to birth a couple of things over here
Yes, yes.
for you. Right?
The baby's a little bit malnourished. At the
Yes,
moment.
we're working on it. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for coming to Virtual Tarot.
We really appreciate it.
We hope to see you next month. Can you believe it? June.
And then we would like to invite you to click on the link below. We are going to offer a guided meditation, and we've decided to do that this month just to sort of we'd like to begin to build spiritual practice with you along with these readings during the month.
Yes.
So please
To give you courage and hope and so that you, like the hangman, begin to see the universe and your life as a spectacular gift.
So please click the link below. If you go to our webpage, you can log in and get that. It's free. And then we also have a council card that you can easily, I think you can watch like 10, maybe 30 seconds of it before you subscribe, but it will give you higher spiritual counsel on this 4-card spread. And thanks to you who have subscribed. I subscribe, they're fabulous. Ava does the audio, and Spirit has a lot to say about each and every reading if you just can't get enough of us. And then last but not least, we have private and personal readings.
Yes. And those are designed for you individually. They're not about your sign. They're not about the 4-card spread. They're about you and your particular life situation. If you can't see the forest for the trees, that's what you need, is a reading to help you do that. help you to see what's going on.
So I think that's it.
Yep.
Thank you very much for joining us, and mwah! We'll see you in June.
See you in June. Bye, Pisces.